But people were crazy back in the day, but reeling in the money today. What is up, cool stuff finders? It's Chris here, and we're back with another insane haul from yard sailing and thrifting part-time this week. I'm telling you, the yard sales and thrift stores gave to me this week. Stay until the end when we reveal what's under the table. Another insane vintage item that goes easily for $100 I got for extremely cheap. We'll get to it, but let's jump into some insane vintage finds that they were giving away practically for free. Starting off with this. I have no idea what this is, but it is sweet and it goes for big money. I got it at a yard sale for $5, just exploring the garage. But this guy goes for $200 plus shipping on eBay easily. I got it for $5. Moving over here, we have another vintage tool find. I believe this is a straight line sander, pneumatic sander. It goes easily for $100 to $150. I bought it for $5 at that same yard sale. As well as this sweet tool right here, we have a Milwaukee vintage drill. This goes easily for $60 to $75. I also got it for $5. So as you can see, we're starting off with three insane finds. Let's now move back over here to this corner. We have a Ryobi sander. I found this at a yard sale for $3. It is in working condition, and usually the Ryobi tools that don't have the battery connection or just plugs don't go for as much. I listed it for $16.50. Not a ton of money in this item, but I should be able to sell it at least locally for 15 bucks and make some good money there. Moving on over here to see what the doctor ordered.
Doctor's orders. Okay.
Here we have the Shock Doctor 872 large. I got it for $6. It should go pretty easily for $20 to $25. I listed it for $28. I expect to get around $25 for that item. Moving over to yet another knee brace, we have the Townsend Strong knee brace. Usually in new condition they're $900, but on eBay should easily get between $40 to $50 for this. I bought mine for $5 at the thrift store. And then over here we got the super funky device. I think it's some sort of arm massager, and I bought it at the thrift store for $3, and this should go easily for $40 to $50. Listed it for $50 on eBay. I expect to get around that. It might sit a while, but that's okay. And then over here, pow pow pow, we got the Keep Guns in the Right Hands Yours hat. I got it at the same yard sale as the vintage tools. I got it for $1. It doesn't go for a lot, but I expect to get around $12.50 for that. Decided to try something new, try out the hats. Moving back over here, we have the Toy Story lot. I've been trying to dip into toys more recently. I got this for $5. It's not going to be an insane seller, but I expect to get around $20 to $25 for that. Moving back here, these are so cool. We got two zebra label printers, and you guys know it, the resellers know it. Zebras are workhorses. So they're not going for huge money, but a new zebra, easily $300 to $400. So keep your lookout for zebra label printers, either for yourself or to resell. I listed this as a lot of two for $68, and I just took a best offer on it for $60 plus shipping. I got them for $8 each at the thrift store. Moving back over here, we have Zero Race. I think it's some sort of like air purifier, de-stinkifier or something. I got it at the thrift store for $6. They sell new for like $100. I expect to get around $30 for that item. And then back here, this is sweet. We got the KitchenAid selection. Anytime you see KitchenAid, look it up on the eBay app and make sure it's not selling for big money, because odds are it is, especially if it has a $50 sticker on here. I listed mine for $35 because it is an older model and it sold overnight for $35 plus shipping. Easy money right there. Moving on over here, we have an Echo Dot. I picked one up and showed one in a previous video, sold overnight for like $60. I expect to get around $50 for that. Paid $15 for that at the thrift store. Moving back over here to the nice camera collection. You guys know me. I love picking up cameras when I can. Picked up this weatherproof security camera. Cool thing about this is it connects to your television. I don't know. Pretty sweet. Bought it for $8, listed it for $35. I expect to get around that because it is basically an open box condition. Over here, got this also at the thrift store. We got the Infinity Zoom 200 quartz date. Duh. As you know, I'm Gen Z. I'm not going to be testing this old stuff. I don't know how. So I listed it for parts for 20 bucks. I expect to get around that. Bought it at the thrift store for $5. And then here we have another Z Moto camera. You guys know it. In previous videos, I picked up and sold Z Moto camera, so I liked it. And I expect to get around $20 to $25 for that. The same day at the thrift, I picked up this Kensington Turbo Mouse Pro wireless without the ball. Oh my goodness, if I had the ball, this would easily fetch $50, $60, I bet. So I allotted mine together without the ball. $45. I don't expect to get that much. I'd be happy with anything above $30 for this. Moving back here, we have the Canon Selfie CP1300 photo printer. Kind of cool. I got it at the thrift store for $10. It sells regularly for $50 to $60. I listed mine for $55. All right, this thing is funny. The Unify whatever, it looks like an antenna. Beep, boop, bop. Boop, boop, boop. It's like I'm an alien or something, right? I walked past this in the thrift. I glanced at it. I'm like, what is that white thing? There's no way it's worth anything. Picked it up anyway. When I saw this symbol, I knew I had money. This sold overnight for $50. I bought it at the thrift store for $3. Keep your eye out for this. Over here, we got another camera. We got the HP PhotoSmart M22 in working condition. Sometimes I'm a bit of a stalker. When there's an SD card in there, I'll power it on and search through all the little photos that the person had from 20 years ago. Don't tell anybody. But anyway, it's in working condition. Doesn't get a ton of money. I should get around $18 to $20 for that. Now we got the Super Disk Drive for Mac Drive. I didn't see this specific model on eBay. I thought I was going to fetch maybe $20 for this. Listed it for $35, and I expect to get around $30, $35 for it. I think it's for floppy disks, whatever the heck those are. I mean, come on. Who knows what a floppy disk is? Sorry. If you're an older listener of mine, I appreciate you, and we support floppy disks. Anyway, got it at the thrift store for $6. At that same thrift store, I got this Verizon tablet and this Amazon Kindle. Not a ton of money in those. I listed both of them for $18 each. They came in one bag. Usually tablets go pretty well on Marketplace. Over here, this is such a sweet find. Merriam-Webster Collegiate Dictionary. I mean, come on, people. I got it for $2 at the thrift store. I actually saw it sitting there. And there's a little bit of battery corrosion here, which made me think there's no way this works, right? So I convinced the lady at the store to give it to me for $2. Got home. It works perfectly, and it sells regularly for $55. Got some sweet headphones. I listed mine for $75. I believe this is in new or really nice pre-owned condition. I expect to get at least $60 out of these. I got it at a yard sale for $15. Over here we have 3 fishing reels. Reeling in the money today. I got this actually at the vintage sale right here. Lotted up in one of the $5 prices, so maybe for $1. I listed it for $28. I expect to get anywhere above $20 for that. And then these two I got at the thrift store. Vintage Mitchell 300 reels. I lotted the two of them up also for $28. I expect to get $20 to $25 for those as well. All right, these two things are a mystery. I mean, what even are they? Tumbling barrels? I was at the thrift store debating for like 10 minutes if I should drop $6 on these, especially because it looks like they're in pre-owned condition. I saw one listing, sold listing that sold for $55 in new condition. I was like, I'll take a chance. They sold overnight for $50. Keep your eye out for the odd and ridiculous at the thrift store. All right, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for. What is under the table? I love this find. Let's take a look. What the heck is this? We got this at the first yard sale I went to yesterday, and the lady sold it to me for $5. I already got an offer for $90 overnight. It sells easily for $100, and believe it or not, you plug it in and it shoots electricity, and you're supposed to rub your head with it, and it's supposed to help grow your hair. I mean, imagine putting this on your head and then rubbing. I mean, come on, you're going to get shocked. People were crazy back in the day, but honestly, I might need to keep it for myself because I'm starting to bald a little bit. Got that receding hairline. And there you have it, everybody. There's the haul. There's the total. Please like and subscribe if you found this video funny, interesting, or helpful, right? It really helps the channel. You know how YouTube's algorithm be. And until next time.